Round 2 is definitely a keep. We go Scout into Brute, Titanic Growth on turn 4, or possibly a better creature if we find one. Leaf Gilder's a good one. I'd rather do that than the Scout on turn 2, for sure. Blue-white, possibly Skies. I mean, I guess Scout's more... It's still right to play Leaf Gilder, but Scout's more expendable. Like, if he plays something I can block, I'd rather attack with Scout, if that makes sense. You know, I'd rather attack into it with Scout, is what I'm saying. But I've got a couple 6-drop spells I wouldn't mind. Oromancer as just a Gray Ogre. Alright. Titan Strength. Not really necessary here, I don't think. I think we just go Brute Pass. Next turn I can go Scout and get in with my Leaf Gilder, as well as Titanic Growth or Titan Strength on my Brute if he double blocks it. Okay. Not the end all be all here. I think we just go Brute. I could go Brute Scout. Brute Scout's probably better. Even though Scout won't make that. Ooh, yeah. Well, Brute Scout's definitely better now. So now we get Jiraga Invocation. Kind of want him to tap out here. Really help that Jiraga Invocation work out. Oh my god. The old enchantment deck. Alright. I think we're still going to Jiraga Invocation. Unfortunately, I don't think he's... Oh. He's not forced to block the... I see. I think we just swing. This is interesting. So if I Titanic Growth plus Titan Strength my guy, I get in for 10 points of damage, but I'm only left with a Bogger Brute. I think I want to at least keep one of my creatures, so let's keep the Leaf Gilder. And the only way to do that's with Titanic Growth, which kind of sucks, I guess, but at the same time, I want to keep as many creatures as I can get, so this is still fine. He plays an enchantment, and then I can Jiraga Invocation away the Angel, I guess. But it's not even that good. Yeah, this is kind of a bummer, actually. I think we just play Fire Fiend Elemental and pass. My thinking is... I can Jiraga plus Titan Strength if I get a land. Jailer's not the most intimidating. Swinging. So... Oh, okay. So... Now we're going to Invocation. eat both his guys. Skyraker Giant can block his Angel. Titan Strength can't protect him, though. Alright, that's pretty insane for him. Cannot lie. Cannot tell a lie. I'm like Abe Lincoln here. That's horrific, but what can you do? Opponent's got some enchantments, alright. Yeah, we're about as bad a shape as you can get now, unfortunately. In fact, we're so bad a shape we're dead next turn. Just about as bad as it gets. Guess we gotta keep him from killing us. Really wish he didn't have back-to-back enchantments there. Alright. Well, get one dude off the board. I think we actually want that. Alright, that's beatable. So we have to kill his Angel with my Brute. Are we still gonna die because I have to... Yeah, I think we still die, unfortunately. Because I have to use Leaf Gilder. That sucks. Yeah. Well, tried my best. Alright, so wish he didn't have Stratus walk into Grasp of the Hieromancer after a Crow and Jailer into Thunderclap Wyvern, but he did, and we lost because of it. So let's bring in our Caustic Caterpillar and try and do better in game 2 here. Bummer. Alright. Bonded Construct's out. It's not a match where that's going to matter. Caterpillar's in. Anything else? I don't think so. Could bring in the Bully. Feels like a card that's pretty good against him, actually. But I don't know what I would take out for it. Everything seems pretty good against him. Maybe Spirit's worse. I just want to be more aggressive. Alright, let's try this. Well, this hand could go really bad for us if we don't draw land. But we have an extra 2-drop now, and we have Leaf Gilders. I think we got to keep. There's too many things we could draw that help this hand. A 2-drop or a land, and this hand is great. Not insane, but very good. Alright, land, like I said, pretty acceptable. We get to go Brute into Raker Giant if we can find another mountain. Sergeant seems really good. So we're going to do that one instead. Because getting renown as quickly as possible. Don't clash me, please. That sucks. That's why Clash is a good card. Alright, well, Maritime Guard at least isn't that insane against us. Better use of the mana if we do the Skyraker Giant, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's a bummer, but he's got it. Really hoping he doesn't play his enchantment next turn. If he does play his enchantment, hopefully I get my Caterpillar. Please don't have Sigil. Alright, Soulblade Jin's still pretty intimidating, to be honest, but... Alright, now we get Rock Smaller, which is pretty good. Yeah, if he double blocked, we clearly would Titan Strength, but now we get Leaf Gilder and Brute, and potentially Draga Invocation next turn, which could do some good things for us. Could have played the Rock Smaller there, actually. That might have made more sense. I feel like it... Actually, I don't know. It's debatable whether Rock Smaller was better there. Because, like, if he has Suppression Bond or Claustrophobia, Rock Smaller's worse there. You know? I feel like I'm very dead next turn to anything. Might be best to keep the Skyraker Giant back. Like, if he doesn't block here and he has one spell, we take 2, 4, 9. We take lethal. But if I can block the Soulblade Jin... But basically, he has Claustrophobia. I'm dead anyway. I think we do Dragon Invocation here. We gotta get dudes off the board. Boggart Brute's a complicated one, though. I think since he's able to block it, does that mean he has to double block it? Or can he just block these and then he's not able to block it, so he's good? That one is a little bit too deep of a web for me to figure out. So I guess we'll just see. No, he doesn't know how the invocation works. But to be honest, I don't know how it works with the Brute. Boggart Brute must be blocked if able. It says that specifically. So, is it forcing him... because Boggart Brute must be blocked by 2, but it must be blocked, does that mean 2 creatures have to go on Boggart Brute? That's the only question I've got. Because he's able to block Boggart Brute, but he's still able to block my other 2 guys. Oh, he still hasn't figured this part out yet. I mean, I would help my opponent if I knew, but I don't. All right, so it did force him to block there. Getting rid of 3 guys there is, like, beyond essential. We actually have lethal now with this Titan Strength, so we'll see how aggressive he gets. Really want to find something for that Rune Servitor so I can win. There we go. Even if he has... He's still dead to Titan Strength even if he has Celestial Flare. We just sacked the Leaf Gilder. Sure. Alright. Dragon Vocation for the win. Our opponent's deck is good, man. No doubt. Clash of Wills, Celestial Flare. He's got a good early game plan. Maritime Guard came in, which I actually don't think is great against us, but is still decent. I mean, it stops our 2-drops kind of in their tracks, although not necessarily the bully. Kind of stops the bully, I guess. But it's got prowess. Maybe Orchard Spirit is... I still think Bully's pretty good. But I see the argument for why Orchard Spirit's better. I do only have 7 spells that pump Bully. But the beauty of Bully is, even though you have to swing with it every turn, being able to combat trick another creature and prowess it up is really nice. Whereas Orchard Spirit gets blocked by Angels, which I don't think is a huge deal because he's probably swinging to the fences with those anyway. But it does get blocked by the Soul Blade Gen. But I guess that's it. That is like it. Maybe, you know, honestly, I think Fire Fiend Elemental's the bad one here. It's 4. He has all those 2 power guys like Oromancer and stupid Separatist Void Mage. Maybe the element, maybe for curving purposes, getting rid of the Elemental's better. Although Elemental off a Leaf Gilder on turn 3 is pretty good too, admittedly. This is tough. I think I'm still going to keep my curve low. I think it's better. Alright. This is a good hand, actually. I think I am playing Caterpillar turn 1. Because he has to use a... Oh, well, never mind. Changed my mind. Changed my mind. Glad I brought that Orchard Spirit back in. Tell you that much. He's got the best defense in the world set up. Well, still happy about our Orchard Spirit as it turns out. Majoring Bully. Actually, Majoring Bully's fine. I get to go Subterranean Scout next turn. All right. It's actually not that bad for us. I mean, our opponent trying to race with a grasp isn't that bad, and I have no incentive to Caustic Caterpillar that. Wild Instincts is nice, though. So now we get to go... We still do the Scout plan, I think. Because it lets us get damage in. Is there any other reason to do it? I mean, I could do Orchard Spirit and it makes better use of the mana. Yeah, I guess that maybe that does make sense. And then what? Next turn I Wild Instincts? Alright. This way, if he plays a blocker for Majoring Bully, Scout's a nice way to get around it. But now it's like, yeah, this is actually fine. So I think we Wild Instincts with Orchard Spirit. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for us. So we Wild Instincts the Yoke Docks with our Orchard Spirit, and he doesn't really have a good block. Plus this guy has 3 power, so my opponent can't really block either. Could have actually eaten the Maritime Guard, but I just feel like we're going to be able to be more aggressive, I think. I mean, I could have eaten his Maritime Guard, I guess. Maybe that would have been better. He would have still been able to block my dude, though. Willbreaker, that's not good. Yeah, alright. Well, that's pretty bad. Alright, well, Woodland Bellower is a big threat. That possibly finds us some things, but we're in a pretty bad place now. It's 50% of our life, none of which is blockable. Although I guess the Willbreaker is blockable, but... Alright, Skyraker Giant helps. But what is Bellower finding? It's finding an Orchard Spirit. I think I sadly need the Skyraker Giant here. Otherwise I just can't. Bellower finds what now? Leaf Gilder and Orchard Spirit, and that's it. I think I gotta play Giant. And I can't play around Clash of Wills if that's his last card. I need the reach here though, otherwise I just take too much damage. I guess we do it post combat. Like I said, I take too much damage if I don't play the Giant. Because now at least I can block the Orchard Spirit. Man, gets to steal my Giant. Alright, well, that was perfect for him. Alright, well, I lost. That sucks. Things happen. Alright, well, I guess we'll see you back in Swiss Draft.